Sin is the doorway that leads to evil. Every time you and I choose to sin and we continue in it, that's when it really becomes dangerous. So Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17, this I say therefore and testify in the Lord that you should no longer walk as the rest of the Gentiles walk. How do the Gentiles walk? All you have to do is look on the television, drive down the street, look in your neighborhood. You know how they live. In the futility of their mind. The word futility actually means vacuum. You know what a vacuum does? Sucks up dirt. What's happened? There's an openness now to more and more indulgence, to try more new things, to experiment a little bit more, having their understanding darkened. It's like the light is going out. Is it possible for this to happen in the life of a believer? Paul said that you should no longer walk as the Gentiles walk, being alienated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them. You know, a husband and a wife can become alienated. The commitment, devotion, dedication, it's no longer there. And why is that? Because of the ignorance that's in them. Where does that ignorance come from? Well, it comes from the lies of the devil. We saw it in the garden, didn't we? Eve looked at the fruit. It looked good for food. Lust of the flesh. It was attractive to the eyes. Lust of the eyes. It was desired to make one wise. The pride of life. Paul describes it right here. Because of the blindness of their heart. When the Spirit of God puts his finger on that area of our life that needs correction and we say, no, that's a very dangerous time. Who being past feeling, in another passage, Paul talks about the conscience seared as with a hot iron, have given themselves over to lewdness. Now we come to evil. Sin opens the door that leads in a downward spiral that ends up with evil. And what is evil? To work all uncleanness with greediness. The word greediness refers to inability to be satisfied. I've got to try something new. I've got to have some new stimulant, some new experience, and therefore we continue to pursue that path of evil. It's a terrible thing. What do we do about it? I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service of worship. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. That challenge of Paul from Romans 12, 1 and 2 is the best thing I can think of to give to you in light of sin and evil and the world out there, a living sacrifice. May God bless us to accomplish it.